Colin just said this. Make no mistake, this is on the referee. This is Colin Clark, Caitlin Clark brother.
She walks down to the end of the court. You can tell that she's in pain. You can tell that there's something wrong. She goes to the, what's it called, like stanchion or...
Caitlin Clark, the face of the WNBA, just suffered a devastating groin injury during a game, and fans are enraged. Why? Because the referees are letting opponents get away with physical abuse. But here's the kicker. Clark's brother has now publicly blamed the referees for ruining her season. Is this the breaking point for the league? Stay tuned to see the shocking evidence of missed calls and dirty plays that could change everything. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now back to the video. What if I told you Caitlin Clark isn't just battling some of the toughest opponents in the WNBA, but also a system that's making her job harder at every turn? Her recent groin injury has fans outraged, and it's easy to see why. This wasn't just a fluke or bad luck. It was the breaking point in a season full of overly physical play that referees consistently fail to call out.
Her foot, she passes the ball to Kelsey Mitchell on the back door, and then when she is running back on the other end of the court, it seems like she's grabbing her groin area.
This referee situation, we're going to get into that in a minute. But look at Caitlin Clark's face.
On the bench after looking like...
Look at her damn face.
Missed whistles, unchecked aggression, and now, one of the league's brightest stars limping off the court. Coincidence? Or something more? Let's talk about what went down during the game against the Connecticut Sun. Clark wasn't just competing out there. She was getting hand-checked, held and shoved repeatedly with no calls to protect her. At one point, she'd just dished out an assist when it happened. She immediately grabbed her groin in visible pain and had to leave the court. Stephanie White, her head coach, couldn't hide her frustration. She called a timeout not to adjust strategy but to speak directly to the referees. That's how out of control this got. Yet the fouls? Still no whistles. It leaves you wondering, are the referees really looking out for these players? This wasn't a one-time thing either. Fans and analysts have pointed out how Clark's been targeted all season, and the numbers don't lie. She's already missed 9 games due to injuries, a sore reminder of just how physical things have been out there. Her performance has taken a hit because of it. Her three-point shooting percentage has dropped to just 28.9%, way off her usual game. Rebecca Lobo didn't hold back during a recent broadcast, declaring, "There's a grab, there's a hold, there's another grab. All of those are fouls." She's not alone. Even Clark's brother, Colin, outright blamed the refs, saying, "Make no mistake, this is on the reefing."
Colin, make no mistake, this is on the referee, and he know his sister hurt. He knows. Look, Colin's so damn mad.
She starts crying, and I've honestly never seen Caitlin Clark cry on the court except when she lost the national championship game. She keeps it together no matter what is happening.
If this isn't handled soon, it's not just Clark's career at stake. It's the credibility of the league itself. Because if player safety isn't the priority, what kind of example does that set? Imagine this. The WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis. Sold-out crowds buzzing for Caitlin Clark's three-point shooting. Her name plastered over every billboard and highlight reel. But then, she doesn't show. The stage that's been hyped for months to feature her talent suddenly feels hollow. Nothing drives this home harder than the fact tickets for All-Star Weekend sold out in 7 hours. It wasn't just a game fans were paying for, it was Caitlin Clark's show. And now, the WNBA might have to pull the curtain on its biggest attraction. This isn't just bad news for fans, it's a disaster for the league financially. When Clark plays, viewership spikes dramatically, pulling in an average of 1.81 million viewers.
Unbelievable. And she's so upset with him. She's walking over to him. She's trying to have a conversation. She said, "I'm going to call the league on you." This is the mouth readers again.
Look, Colin know his sister hurt. He know his sister hurt right now. And I'm telling y'all right now, she's not playing tomorrow.
But when she's sidelined, that number nosedives to just 847,000. That's a 55% drop. Let that sink in. The league doesn't just rely on her presence, it depends on it. Without Clark lighting it up, the All-Star game teeters on losing its spectacle, and with it, millions in sponsorships, ticket sales, and TV ratings. A game without its star doesn't feel like an event anymore. It's just another contest. Beyond the numbers, there's the ripple effect this creates across basketball culture. Young players look up to Clark, and her presence at marquee events inspires future stars. Sponsors have bet big on her to push the WNBA into mainstream relevance, and without her, they might think twice about making long-term investments. Even the league's ability to recruit top young talent hangs in the balance. Players might start questioning if the WNBA is really the stage they should fight for.
Caitlin Clark is not playing tomorrow. Kelsey Mitchell is a snake. I believe she is. I believe she is.
And then she's going after him. And this is the same referee. Now, this is after the moment where she has to be held back.
Especially when the lack of officiating protection has already forced its brightest star onto the injured list. Paige Beckers, a fellow basketball phenom, put it bluntly, calling the wear and tear on Clark inhumane. And Colin Clark, Caitlin's brother, directly blamed the officiating, making it clear that her injuries are no random bad luck. Fans might just see the All-Star game as another missed opportunity to make things right, hammering the league's reputation further. So now the real question is, can the WNBA salvage its credibility before it loses something much bigger than just Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's the WNBA's cornerstone, the reason fans tune in and arenas sell out. Her recent injuries don't just highlight physical exhaustion. They expose a league-wide failure to protect its stars.
Sophie Cunningham is dribbling toward the baseline. As you can see, she catches the ball in the wing, dribbles down, and then JC Sheldon kind of body checks her out of bounds, but the referee didn't call a foul there.
I'm such a sweet girl, and I don't know. That's somebody clout chasing. Calling louder. Ken's prayers for your sister, bro.
Referees turning a blind eye isn't just sloppy work. It's costing athletes their health and careers. Fans, analysts, even players like Paige Beckers are calling for change. But will the league listen? The WNBA now stands at a breaking point. Protect its biggest draw or face losing everything she represents. The choice is clear, but the league's next move? That's anyone's guess.